what do your clients really want? Have you learned enough about your clients to know what they really want deep down inside? Or are you focused on wins, and more wins? Welcome to Front Porch Lawyer, where we explore the humanity of lawyering. I'm Francine Tone, your host. Now, focusing on wins, and more wins can actually be a formula for disappointment and failure. I mean, after all, as lawyers, we can't guarantee wins. But instead, if you focused on developing champion clients, you might actually develop a more fulfilling practice and deliver even when you have to deliver bad news. Some years back, one of our biggest clients, I'll call him Jim, he owned several shopping centers. And he got hit with an Americans with Disabilities Act lawsuit for not having some kind of disability access. I don't remember precisely what it was. But he had taken steps over the years to assure access for anybody and everybody. And he was one of those landlords who wanted to make sure that all of his small businesses who rented space from him were successful. He was a very astute and successful businessman. So when he was served with this ADA lawsuit, wow, he became really resentful because he knew that a handful of people traveling up and down the state of California, they were going to these shopping centers or any business that was open to the public and looking for every single technical defect and then running out and filing these lawsuits. He knew that this ADA lawsuit had become a business, and now he was a victim of this business. So when this lawsuit was filed, there was really not much we could do to fight it because the technical defect existed. So it was really a typical question of, how much money would he have to pay and what steps would be needed to correct the problem. But of course, we did resolve the lawsuit, and we had to instruct our client on what changes he had to make in his shopping center and how much money he was going to have to pay. So pretty much all bad news. But we heard the client. We understood his resentment. He knew we were on his side no matter what, and that we couldn't deliver what he wanted, which was not to spend money or not to make changes. No amount of money and no amount of change is going to address his inner resentment, his inner concerns. But we addressed that pain with him directly between the two of us. So he knew we were on his side. Now, we knew the client well enough that we knew how to deliver the bad news in a way that was palatable to him. We weren't worried about the fact that all we had was bad news to deliver. So when it was done, the client actually, walked out of our office when we had signed all the papers with a smile on his face, and he was fine with us. A few weeks later, we received a phone call from another potential new client. This client had 6 fast food establishments, franchises, and he had been sued for ADA violations for all 6 of his locations, and he was really upset. And apparently he had been chatting with Jim, our client, who we just finished the ADA case with not too long ago, and he told this new client, you need to call the Tones because they're the only ones you should talk to because they will take care of you. That is a champion client. That's what champion clients will say about you, no matter the result. Champion clients are not clients just because you win for them. They're not happy only when there's winning. And even when they're unhappy with the result, they don't take it out on you because they're your champion clients. Regardless of the result. Can you say that about all your clients? That regardless of the result, they're going to be happy with you? If not, you don't have champion clients yet. You can still cultivate champion clients. And I want to leave you today with a quote. It's my go-to quote on almost everything out there. And don't make the mistake of thinking this is just for personal matters. This quote has transformed entire industries. So for today, I want you to remember this quote, and it's from Maya Angelou. And the quote is, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. That is such an important thing to remember, and it's all you. No amount of marketing strategy can make this happen or fix it if it's not existing. So thank you for joining me today on My Front Porch, and please send me your comments or your feedback This is Francine Tone and From Porch Fleur, and I'll see you next time.